So you're an adult now and you're trying to get into longboarding. Well, I got you. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, do not ask why am I wearing shades in the house. I do this all the time. But before we get into this video, I would like to thank all of my current subscribers for all of your support. It is greatly appreciated. And if you are new to the channel, be sure to drop a like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram at Plantalair. Oh, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content, all right? So today's video is going to be dedicated to the adults who are trying to get into longboarding. Now, this video is not going to be me on the board. This is straight up from scratch, day one, before and the first day you purchase your longboard. Before we even get into the longboard itself, first, I'm going to tell you guys, the first thing that you need to do is invest in protection. Now, I am assuming that most of you guys that check out this video are adults. We're all grown. I can't tell y'all what to do. Y'all can't tell me what to do. Understandable, but I'm just going to put that out there. Get you some protection just in case you fall. You don't want to hurt yourself, because two things about asphalt. Asphalt is always hungry. And two, asphalt is always gonna eat good. So protect yourself, do not feed the asphalt. Now, I do have a list on my phone. I don't know where my phone is, but I'm about to go get it real quick and we will actually officially start this video. Okay, so before you even purchase a longboard, you need to ask yourself, what do you plan on doing with the longboard? Because depending on what you're doing, you don't need something super crazy, and then you don't need something super small, okay? So what are you using this longboard for? Are you a college student trying to get back and forth from class kind of efficiently? Are you just cruising around the city, just through the neighborhood, just having fun? Or are you looking for super high speeds, you're trying to downhill, you're trying to really shred and slide and all kinds of stuff? That right there will honestly give you a wide variety of different longboards. So if you're just in college and you need something you can throw in your backpack, get from point A to point B super quick, you can get you a small penny board, okay? Penny boards are literally like this big, and they do have some good, honestly, all of the penny boards that I've rode have been very smooth to be so little, but they are a very smooth ride. But with me, I am 6'2". Penny board just don't cut it for me. So you got to take into consideration your size. Don't try to squeeze on a penny board, okay? Because that will be one hard fall. If you try to squeeze on that bad boy and it get from under you, it is a wrap. Especially if you didn't listen to me in the beginning of this video and purchase some pads and protective equipment. So if you do plan on cruising, you can go more so my way and get you just a typical cruiser. So this one right here, nothing major. It's just a traditional 36-inch cruiser, and that is what I use to just go through the neighborhoods. I can actually tolerate higher speeds, not super fast, because I will get speed wobbles. But for the most part, going through neighborhoods, I went to Walmart this morning on it, okay? So if you're trying to go from point A to point B, you want a little bit more real estate of a board, you may be tall like me, you know what I'm saying, or even taller. So you just need real estate of a board, but you don't want anything that's just humongous. Boom. A cruiser is the best way to go. You can get cruisers around like 32 to 36 inches. They do have a decent variety when it comes down to cruisers. Then next step up, let's say you just want something bigger, but you still want to cruise from point A to point B. You can check out a pintail. So pintails are a little bit longer, but when it comes down to pintails allow you to have a little bit more real estate. Now, they're not as wide, so that is one thing that you will have to take into consideration. Do you feel more comfortable on a wider base board, or you don't mind being on something narrow? That is all personal preference. Me, honestly, I do not like pintails. I will probably one day get a pintail just to, like, you know, try it again. One of my good boys, he had a pintail back in the day when we first started longboarding, and I think it was just his trucks being so loose that I didn't like it, but I don't know. I'll try it again and see. And then above the cruiser pintails, you have another longboard, which is typically always the biggest. Usually this one and the pintails are the largest ones, but this one right here is the more all around longboard. So you can tear up those high speeds. You can tear up downhilling. It's all around board. The only downfall is it is very big, okay? These things be like 46, 48 inches, okay? Like, some of these are so big and so long that they have carrier handles like carved into the wood, so you don't have to carry it like a book. You can actually pick it up by the handle and walk around with it. Yeah, like, they get that big. Now, personally, those are my favorite because they are super smooth. They can handle anything. You can use them for cruising, speeding, downhilling, like all kinds of stuff, okay? They are the more practical all around board, but Again, they're huge, okay? So with all of that information out there, you have to think of a reasoning on what you will be using this board for. Again, if you're going from point A to point B, you may need a smaller board, but if you don't care about going from point A to point B, you're just trying to have fun and stuff like that, do a little bit of tricks here and there, then the bigger longboards will better suit you. Now, I do have to say, because I didn't mention it earlier, when it comes down to a penny board, high speeds will just about kill you. Do not get a penny board thinking you are going to go fast. Yes, it will go fast, but those speed wobbles, you will give asphalt a free buffet. Okay, let me just tell you that now. So after all of that, the next step is you need to go ahead and pick out which shoes you're going to sacrifice. Now, do skate shoes versus normal shoes matter? I'll do a video later down the line explaining that. Now, with me, I wear whatever shoes I'm feeling like that day. Now, I do have some vintage Chuck Taylors, which I typically do skate in, but honestly, like, I don't really have a preference of shoes. Whatever I put on my feet, that is what I'll hit that longboard on that day. But for other people who may not be like that, you probably want to keep all of your shoes in pristine condition. Well, you need to pick out a pair or go buy a pair that you just know that you don't care about tearing up, because when it comes down to skating, you got a lot of falls. Grip tape kind of eats at the bottom of your shoes, you know what I'm saying? You got to stop yourself on the board. So you got the asphalt wearing away. Your shoes will eventually get completely destroyed, okay? Let's just be honest here. So whenever you do go out and pick out you a pair of shoes, make sure that you look yourself in the mirror and you tell yourself, I am perfectly fine with destroying these shoes. Now that we got all of the longboard information out of the way, the reasoning for you getting a longboard out of the way, now it is time for you to go purchase your longboard, but it is not necessarily time to ride yet. So when you get home, the first thing you need to do, throw on those skate shoes or whatever shoes you will be wearing, and you need to practice on your board. Now, I may sound like a stoner guru when I say this, but you literally need to become one with your board, okay? You need to know your board, know exactly how it feels, regardless of how you step on it. Preferably, it would be good if you have carpet in your house, because you can just sit it in the living room, or if you have a rug, you can just sit it on top of the rug, and you can stand there, practice turning, not actually skating in the house. Just stand on it, put it in one spot, okay? Leave the board in one spot. I know you may be excited, but leave it there. But you just want to stand there, lean forward, and you want to lean backwards. You want to get a feel for your board. Also, another thing that I do highly recommend, try practicing balancing on one foot on top of your board. So you need to stand on one foot, put it in the center of your board, and you need to just try to hold it for like 10-15 seconds. Another thing that I do, I take it another step up. I'll stand in the middle of the board, and on one leg, I will try to bend over and touch the nose of my board and stand back up without wobbling off. Some people may seem that is too excessive, but honestly, it helps you out a lot. It will get you accommodated to your board way quicker. And when you actually get on the hard surfaces outside, you'll already have a feeling for your board, so you won't be as scared. You'll have a little bit of confidence, okay? Just a little bit. And if you do want to step it up a notch, I mean, when it comes down to longboards, the wheels are pretty decent sized, okay? They're not all just super huge wheels, but you can kind of roll your longboard in the carpet, okay? So if you just really want to practice around the house where nobody can see you fall except for the people that you live with, then so be it. You can skate through the house. You can try it out a little bit. Just go smooth. Just push off and literally just carve through your house. Just carve through your house. It will help you out a lot, okay? Before you even go outside, you want to be as accommodated with your board as possible, okay? You don't want to just go to the store, grab a board, and go out there on the concrete and just take off. You don't want to do that, okay? I'm telling you that you could, man, concrete, if you hit that asphalt, it hurts, bro. I'm telling you, it hurts. I've took plenty of falls. Hurts. Don't do that. That's why I'm making this video. And honestly, while I'm making this video, I'm gonna show you guys these new wheels that I got. They're dope, okay? So I have some 70mm wheels, okay? These are like a maroon, but they're like marbled, okay? These are crazy. Shout out to Groove Skate Shop in Springdale. They also have one in Bentonville, I believe. Check them out. Dude's legit, family owned, you know what I'm saying? Shop local. It's crazy. Dude's legit, and you know what I'm saying, just to slip off in there, we got a couple of custom boards coming fairly soon, so you know what I'm saying, drop a like and subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. We got a couple project boards we got, you know what I'm saying, in the works, you know what I'm saying, very soon, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, so I'm gonna swap out my longboard wheels with these bad boys right here. I was just filming, so I just wanted to show you guys that, but really for today's video, it was just a from scratch day one before you hit that concrete outside. I wanted to make this video to save you guys from a couple of falls and give you guys just tips and tricks on how to get acclimated to your board, okay? And not all boards are the same. So anytime that you purchase a new longboard, you should at least stand on it around the house and just test it out a little bit. You may want your trucks loosened up a little bit. You may want to change the wheels on them if you got multiple, you know what I'm saying? Always stand on your board and get acclimated in the home before you go out and ride it, okay? That's just my rule of thumb. That's just your best bet. Now, me on the other hand, when I got this bad boy, I was shredding the same day, you know what I'm saying? I just came out of retirement, so I was too excited. But look, get you some protection, figure out why you want a longboard. Then with your why, you figure out which one best suits you. Then you go get you one. You go sit in your living room or your bedroom. You just stand on it. Become one with your board. Try to get used to the feeling of that board regardless how you step on it. Practice just sitting it down, kicking it up to yourself, all kinds of stuff, okay? Try this first in your house. Not go outside and try this stuff. I mean, it's okay, but it's riskier outside. But yeah, I will be making more longboarding videos here in the future because it was honestly some questions that I had about longboards, and nobody really makes longboard videos like that anymore. And longboarding was like crazy when I was like 14, 15, and you know, I went into retirement as I got a little older, and now I'm back out of retirement. But nobody's really making content when it comes down to longboards like that. Not the questions that I specifically needed answered that I found out now, but I can only imagine how many other people have questions similar to like what I've had in the past like week or two. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you did enjoy. If you did enjoy, be sure to subscribe to the channel because again, I have a lot more longboarding content on the way. If you like plants, that's a bonus. If you like CBD products, that's a bonus as well. So hey, look, fashion, look, that's another bonus. So yeah, just go ahead and subscribe. It's okay. You won't miss out on anything if you just subscribe. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. I'm out.